So,
Don't know
yes,
who I am. Am I supposed to tell you who I am?
introduce yourself,
Yes.
please.
My name is John Heffernan. I'm the executive producer of the film American Agitators.
Okay, and what inspired you?
To create this film,
Yes.
it was really largely to share with people the power of creating change through grassroots organizing and creating long-term change, sustainable change, systemic change, that it's necessary to really knock on doors, so to speak, one to one. So we decided to tell the story of Fred Ross, who was a legendary grassroots organizer who trained people like Cesar Chavez and Dolores Huerta. And we were inspired and motivated by what was happening in this world, largely right after January 6th, and saw the division in this country and thought, what an opportunity to talk about how change can be and should be created through grassroots organizing.
Okay, and what is the most inspiring part of the movie and documentary?
I think the most inspiring part about the movie is to spotlight this man and several men and women that stood on his shoulders, who created change in very tumultuous times in the 30s, 40s, when there was fascism, when there was Nazism, when there was McCarthyism.
Oh,
Change,
interesting.
change, and to look at what's happening in this country right now, and to show that yes, change can be created even in very dark times.
Does it feel like history repeats itself?
History does repeat itself, but we make progress along the way. So
I
it's
love that.
hopeful. It's hopeful,
Yes, there's always hope.
and we need hope.
Yes. Yes. What does hope sound like to you?
I think hope sounds like, to me, of people who become engaged in their communities, in their country, and in any what way to make their lives better and make the lives of people around them better. There's so much that can be done, and hopefully, this film shows that you don't have to organize for racial justice per se, although we wish that everybody did. But what about organizing for that stop sign at the end of the street? And you don't have to be Cesar Chavez or Dolores Huerta or even Fred Ross to play that role.
Oh, the stop sign. My first thought is STOP. Stop, take a breath, observe, and proceed.
I like that. I like that.
Thank you. Well, it was wonderful meeting you. Good luck with everything.
Likewise, it's lovely being here. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Enjoy.
My name is Anna Leclerc, and I am the lead producer of A Little Fellow, which is a documentary about A.P. Giannini.
Could you repeat that?
It's a documentary about A.P. Giannini, who's the founder of Bank of America.
Oh, I see. I see. Well, welcome to Cinequest 2025.
Thank you.
Could you give me a little synopsis?
Yeah, A.P. Giannini was a first generation Italian American, born in San Jose to immigrant parents, and he set out to build a bank that was specifically to give an opportunity for like the working class, the little fellow, who at the time in 1908 didn't really have the opportunity to bank in banks. Banks were really built for more white collar workers, doctors, lawyers. Their hours were more around more white collar hours. So Giannini realized there was a whole population of people who could use a bank and could use loans. And so he created a bank, which started as Bank Italy and eventually turned into Bank of America. And then he went on to fund a lot of visionaries such as Walt Disney, Charlie Chaplin, Hewlett Packard. He gave them all their start, as well as much, much, much more. So
There's a lot of history here.
yes, and it takes place in specifically the Bay Area and then the larger California.
Well, what inspired you to film this production?
I met the director, Davide Fiore, who kind of stumbled across the name A.P. Giannini while he was kind of wandering around in San Francisco, getting to know the city when he moved here. And he realized that the name Giannini was kind of popping up everywhere and kind of dove into learning about him and then talked to me about it. And I was, as a Bay Area native, I was born in Santa Cruz, grown up in Santa Cruz, went to school in San Francisco. Having not really known AP's story, I felt the need to take it on and help bring Davide's vision to light and bring it to the screen so that everyone could know.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. And where is it premiering?
It's premiering at the Hammer Theater on Thursday night at 7 p.m.
Okay, thank you so much. It was wonderful meeting you.
Hi, my name is Yeri Lee, and I'm a Wish Watchman co-director. Yeah.
And hello, my name is Xiun Cha, and also co-director, and we also played main role in the movie. Actor also. Yeah.
Okay, so you're directing and acting.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about your movie. Is it a movie?
Uh, yeah.
It's a
movie,
fiction.
movie,
Fiction.
and yeah. Oh, we are not good at English, so I will using ChatGPT. Yeah,
It's so perfect.
yeah. It's a story about a man trying to find the right answer to win back his girlfriend.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. And what role do you take?
Uh, the main,
you
main
winning?
the man I'm taking the role.
Oh, okay. What inspired you to create this movie?
그 얘기 아까 거.
It's about the movie is about what is the right answer of life. So like, which mean it like what is the stereotype means, and that inspired us of our movie. Like, sorry, my bad English.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And where are you premiering?
어디서?
Where is your movie premiering?
Ah, here.
Three Below Theater.
Theater. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And what day?
March 18.
March 18th. Okay. Well, congratulations and welcome to Cinequest 2025.
Thank you.
Beautiful California Theater.
No, it's our first time.
Oh,
Congratulations. How exciting.
very exciting.
Yes. Yeah.
Nervous right now.
Yeah.
We're all family.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'm Cash Cassidy here with Childish Things.
Oh, childish things. Let's talk about childish things. How were you inspired to write? You wrote this production.
Yeah, it was fully improvised actually, but I am a writer on it really for outlining.
Okay.
But this whole project came about when a couple months before we started thinking about this project, I had made a little documentary about my friends who have a band, and I shot that for a day and we came up with a 15-minute documentary, spent no money on it, and then my brother and I got thinking, well, if we do that for a week, we have a feature. So what can we do to make an interesting documentary style thing, shoot it for like a week, have a feature film at the end of it, spend no money on it, right? Because the last film, which we were here with in 2023, Fallen Drive.
That's inspiring.
Yeah, thank you. That took like 4 years from conception to release, which is too long. We didn't want to wait that long. We love being here and the whole festival thing. We love showing off movies that we've made. So we said, how can we get this done as quick as we can? So this was back in May that we had this idea. And then we shot it in August, and we're here now premiering it in March, about 10 months after we first had the spark.
Okay, and tell me about artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence. God, I don't know what I can tell you about artificial intelligence. I think we technically used a little bit of it with DaVinci Resolve's neural AI to, I think, interpolate frames. Not direct interpolation, some of their generative AI thing, but we wanted to slow down a clip a little past. We shot everything in 24, and then we wanted to slow it down a little more. Used AI there. I think that's it, though.
And where was it filmed?
When was it filmed?
Where?
Oh, where? This was filmed on an actual road trip across the country. We drove from Portland, Maine, South Portland, Maine, to Los Angeles, California, and shot it pretty much in real time along the way.
What inspired you to write?
Well, my brother would be, he would have a better answer for this. He's getting it on Friday. But he went through a breakup after a 4-year relationship where he was really deciding whether or not to get married or keep it going or to keep going down his own route. And that's really what the core of the story is. You know, this character Nick is facing a decision. His girlfriend wants to get married, and you know he wants him to sell this bus that he has, which he's been touring in as a musician. And so, you know, he agrees, and he finds a buyer in Los Angeles, starts going across the country, and then things get a little confusing when he meets another young woman on the road trip. And
It's nothing like the good old emotions to help write a really good story.
exactly, yeah, it all just came from the heart.
Yes. Well, it's very nice meeting you. Good luck with everything. Welcome to Cinequest 2025.
Thank you so much.
My name's Jacob Lees Johnson. I'm the writer and director for I See the Demon.
I see the demon.
Yeah, it's a sci-fi horror about a young woman who comes home to a surprise birthday party that goes majorly bad. She starts to see weird things, but her friends and family tell her everything's fine. She doesn't have anything to worry about. But as the night goes on, things start to get worse and worse and more weird. And as the night goes on, she's just got to figure out what's real, what's not real, who she can trust, who she can't trust. And yeah, it's kind of a wild ride.
Sounds like a film my son would love. What inspired you to write this?
What inspired me most was, at its core, there's kind of the sci-fi and horror elements, but at the core, it's kind of a relationship film. It's about a deteriorating relationship. And what inspired me was just looking around a lot of different relationships that I've seen in my life, and the difficulties that we all face. I just wanted to explore what a bad relationship looks like, for a lot of different reasons, and for my own reasons, and then for the audience to hopefully be able to kind of have some introspection in their own lives about what might not be great in their relationship, things that they could see and relate to, and maybe see ways that they can improve. So that was kind of the starting point for it.
And where did this movie take place?
Where did the movie take place, or where did we film it?
Where'd you film?
So we actually filmed in Utah. Utah's a great place to film. Lots of great actors, lots of great talent, a huge industry there. So it's a lot of fun there. We filmed in this little mid-century modern house, which was really eclectic and had a lot of character, and it was great to build this kind of alternative science fiction future that felt grounded and real, and also kind of an interesting and different aesthetic than you usually see in a sci-fi.
And what do you think about AI?
What do I think about AI? AI, that's a big question. AI, yeah, I mean, I think it's there's a lot that people are wondering about it, wondering what it's going to be like, and I think there's a lot of unknowns, really, and that's kind of what I liked about this film, is kind of exploring. There is an AI element in the film, and it was cool to explore and kind of think about on a personal level how AI will interact with our lives as it gets more and more advanced. So I think there's good and bad to everything. You know, it's something that we want to consider and we want to think about in lots of ways, and think about all the different implications, good and bad, and figure out the best way that we can make the most of it, because it's here to stay. You know, so.
Thank you. And where will you be premiering?
So our premiere will be at 3 Below on Thursday the 20th at 7 p.m. And then we'll have another screening here at the California on Sunday the 23rd.
Great. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And welcome again.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So our film is Time Travel is Dangerous, and I'm Hilary, and this is Anna Shakespeare with the Shakespeare Sisters, and this is Chris Redding, who directed the film.
And where are you from? I love your accents.
We're from London.
Yeah. And are you here for a vacation as well?
Mostly just for the festival, but I'm sure there's lots
Which is enough.
Yeah.
Is enough. And when do you premiere?
So we're playing on tomorrow and on Friday. Yeah.
Okay, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Could give me your dates.
The 12th at the California Theatre at 7 p.m. and on the 14th at the California Theatre at 4 p.m.
Okay. Let's talk about your movie. How was it inspired?
So the film is about these two women that run a vintage shop in North London, and it was inspired because so Chris was actually originally friends with these two women, Ruth and Megan, who are playing themselves in the film, and they find a time machine in the bins and use that time machine to go into the past and stock their vintage shop. That element is fiction, but otherwise it's pretty much inspired by real events.
Did you use any AI?
We didn't, but we did use a lot of VFX, which maybe Chris can tell you.
We use some AI in like the ideation process, maybe like the concepting, but not so much in production. And then we had quite a significant amount of digital VFX.
Great, great. Well, I look forward to watching your movie. Congratulations and welcome. This is your first time here?
So it's our third time at Cinequest, second time
Ah.
here in person, and it's
Okay.
Chris's first Cinequest. So.
This time, yeah, it's good fun. This is a lot of fun. Loving the whole area.
Such a family environment,
Yeah.
for sure.
My speculation is
Well, congratulations. It was wonderful meeting all of you.
I'm Kenji Yamamoto. I'm the producer and director of The Dreamers and I.
The Dreamers and I.
And I'm Nancy Kelly, and I'm the writer and producer of The Dreamers and I.
We're a married couple. We've been making films for 45 years.
Yes, I'm inspired by the two of you. Yes, you were at the press conference.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Tell us about your movie.
My movie is about entrepreneurs from other countries that come to America as migrants, and they come to Silicon Valley specifically to introduce their ideas, their inventions, their company. And it's a refreshing idea of what is happening currently with the American dream. There is such a wonderful opportunity for everyone who is so passionate about what they believe in, like artists, like filmmakers. We believe so much, we'll spend years. And I spent 10 years following these subjects, and I go back to their homes in Madrid, Seville, and Istanbul, and to see what reaction they would have from their loved ones, their children, their wives, and their husbands. So this is a wonderful opportunity to show here at Cinequest.
Oh, that's wonderful. Is this your first time here at Cinequest?
No, this is our third film here. We've been here before, and I'm so honored that we can have it in Silicon Valley
Yes.
at Cinequest.
Yes, yes. How long have you been married?
45 years.
That's so sweet.
And working partners. We still talk to each other.
You still talk? Do you really still talk?
We do.
We're both passionate as filmmakers. It's an act of creating.
Yes, creative, happy couple.
And sometimes it's just like, what's for dinner?
Well, tell me about your debut.
Uh, I'm very nervous because this is the first time I've been directing. I've been the editor and producer of my wife's films for all this time. And so it inspired me so much, the characters that I was following, to actually direct this film. So I culminated all my skills from that 30 years of working together with Nancy and many other filmmakers to actually direct, to take command of my own voice. And so this is a tribute to all artists out there who are going out there to create their projects, whatever it might be.
That's incredible.
There are going to be at least 2 of the dreamers from the film coming from other countries.
Yes.
How exciting. Yeah, yes, how exciting. So when are you premiering?
We're premiering on Saturday, March 15 at 4:40 p.m. at the Hammer Theater.
Look forward to watching it. Yeah, thank you so much. It was wonderful meeting you.
Great
My
to
name is
meet you
Davide
too.
Fiore, and I'm the director of A Little Fellow, The Legacy of A.P. Giannini. It's a documentary about the story of these men that founded the Bank of America, but really made so much more. Like he changed the banking system in the United States, and he founded everything you can think of in California, starting from the Golden Gate Bridge to the Hollywood industries, to the branch banking that didn't exist before him, So
There's a lot of history here.
a lot. And I'm so excited to be at the Cinequest because guess what? This is the birthplace of A.P. Giannini. He was born in San Jose, and we didn't meant to, be here. So it's so exciting for me to be at, in
How long did it take you from beginning to end?
so 7 years. I started in 2017, And I had to go through the pandemic and to go through everything that a filmmaker needs to go through. Able to fund it through the stock market, thank you to the pandemic. But then I'm happy that it took so long, because otherwise, if I had money at the very beginning, I would have done this job. I would have met the people that I met. So I'm super happy that it took 7 years to put it together.
There's always a blessing in some fashion. Yes. So when and where will you be premiering?
So we are premiering on Thursday the 13th at 7:10 at the Hammer Theater here in San Jose. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Congratulations and welcome again.
I am Chiara Fonetti, associate producer of A Little Fellow, which is the story that talks about the legacy of A.P. Giannini, which was an humble man that created an empire. He was born literally 5 blocks away from here, and he uses his knowledge to build what started as Bank of Italy and then became Bank of America. And he was able to help a lot of people, and that's the reason why we call the movie A Little Fellow, because he was truly taking care of all the little fellow around him, so immigrants, women, children, and so that's the reason why we love this movie. So
Sounds like a humanitarian.
yeah, yes, very humanitarian.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, yeah, he was a huge humanitarian. I think, especially in a time when there was such wealth disparity, and immigrants were considered less than. He believed that everybody had an opportunity and should thrive on that opportunity. And so, one of his biggest things is that he would give loans out on a handshake. If you were a person of integrity and you were a person who was hardworking, he knew that you were going to make it happen and you were going to strive to have your own business. And I think, there's so many elements that echo today, which are a little scary, but it's also why it's so important to get this story out. We don't learn about him in history books. He was the first person to allow women to bank back before, when you needed your husband's signature or permission. But he knew that women worked as well and that they deserved a place to put their money and have trust. And then he did incredible things like fund Walt Disney, build the Golden Gate Bridge, gave Hewlett Packard their first money, and he just believed in investing and giving back. And we don't hear about him because he didn't put his name all over every building, but he had more money than JP Morgan and Rockefeller. He just gave it all away.
Which is truly humanitarian. In the most, I mean, you call that humility, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you so much. Tell me when you will be premiering your debut.
We are premiering this Thursday, the 13th at 7:10 p.m. at the Hammer Theater.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful meeting you.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
congratulations. I love the history. Tell me about your film.
Well, our film.
Introduce yourself.
Oh, hello. My name is Lindsay McDonald. I'm the director and one of the writers of our film. And our film is titled Set Menu. It's a short, absurd comedy about a woman who's on the last night of her solo holiday, and she rocks up to a restaurant to order the set menu, but is denied because she is by herself, and the set menu requires a minimum of 2 people to order. So she makes a deal with a stranger to sit with them and access the menu, and that's where the film kind of devolves into this absurd, weird kind of like what's happening, what's going to happen kind of adventure, which is very fun.
Yeah, exciting. So, did you use AI for this film?
We didn't use AI.
I'm impressed.
No, we even went more analog. In all the storyboards I hand drew with texture on butchers.
Analog.
It's the other way.
Yes, analog.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that one.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
So, tell me what inspired you to create this movie.
Well, our producer, Nisha Dallamora, who is also the creator of the story, she went on a holiday and went to a restaurant and tried to order the set menu, but was denied because she was by herself. And she was telling me this story about going on this holiday, and it's a beautiful, beautiful restaurant. And then was wondering, as she was sitting there watching all these other diners kind of eat their beautiful, beautiful food, was just hoping, well, like, what if someone could sit with me? And I was like, that sounds like a really fun world to build a short film in.
Wonderful.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Yes. And then at that moment, you just decided to create a movie, and here we are.
Almost pretty much. It was part of, we were both doing a Masters of Filmmaking. So I was doing a Masters of Directing, Nisha's doing a Masters of Producing at the Australian Film, Television, Radio School. So we're in class together. But it was when Nisha was telling that story in class, it was like, I think that's what our final master's film and thesis is going to be on. So it was our full study, our full filmmaking was put down to this like 12-minute short comedy.
Well, congratulations. And tell us where you will be premiering.
We'll be premiering at the, is it Hammer Theatre?
Hammer?
That's the one, yeah,
And
on Saturday.
Saturday. Congratulations. Welcome again.
It's The Luckiest Man in America premiering right now. And it is about a man who went into a game show and won a lot of money.
Oh, and what inspired you to write? Are you the writer?
The writer-director,
Okay.
yeah.
What inspired you to write this film?
I found it to be a fascinating story.
Okay. In what way?
It doesn't happen every day. Like people going into game shows and finding out patterns and then memorizing them to win a lot of money. That's not
Oh.
so that was fascinating.
So the patterns and there's codes.
Yeah.
Decoding.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and you will be premiering tonight?
Yeah.
At 7:00?
I think so, yeah, 7.
Well, congratulations.
So happy to be here.
Yeah, in this beautiful California theater.
Yes, it's
Yes.
a gorgeous theater.
So tell me about your film.
So Malka is the story of a Holocaust survivor. It's based on a true story and it's a musical. And so the gentleman, Seth Bison-Hirsch, who wrote the music, it's based on the story of his grandmother.
Wait a minute. A musical Holocaust?
I know. Yeah.
It blew my mind also. Yes.
What does that look like?
Sorry?
What does that look like?
You're gonna have to come watch it. It looks dramatic. It looks hyper technicolor. It looks dreamlike. It looks dark. Stacey really did pull a number. Our director here. She really pulled it together to make it really work. So you would think those two things don't mesh, but she really made it work.
Aw. Now I'm so curious. How was the filming?
You know, it was amazing. We had an incredible team. Jacqueline and I got to meet each other and work together for the first time on this project. And the writer was amazing. Our DP was amazing. And our cast, too, like really had to pull together some difficult material, you know? And so when all of that comes together with people who really want to make it happen, that's where the magic happens.
So everyone sings?
There's two main singers. There's a
lot of supporting
there's a lot of supporting cast. Yeah.
Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, tell me where you're premiering and when.
Well, we are premiering tomorrow night here.
Okay.
Tomorrow at
Yes.
7:15 p.m. And can't wait.
Exciting. Perfect place. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Tell me
Thank
about
you
yourself.
and congratulations.
My name is Anna Campbell, and I'm here for the world premiere of my first feature film, Nora. We're on Saturday night at the Hammer, 6:45. So,
Oh, you cleared it all.
yeah, I did. We
Yeah.
did. That's it. That's all the information you need.
Yes. Tell me about your film.
My film is the story of a woman who leaves behind her dream of being a singer-songwriter and moves back home to suburbia. But along the way, her dreams don't really give up on her. So while she's having interactions with PTA moms and her family, which she left behind, her flights of fantasy turn into songs in the form of music videos. So we have stark reality contrasted with all of the magic that comes from still following your dreams.
What inspired this movie?
I moved back home in the middle of the pandemic to Oregon, and it's amazing to be back in the place that I started. But it felt like a door was closing, and instead it turned into a door opening because I didn't leave the art behind. I was able to take it with me and make something new.
And you made that happen.
I did. Yes, I wrote it. I directed it. I star in it. I sing the songs on the soundtrack. I have a little overachiever problem.
Oh, that's beautiful. You're living your life just like a dragonfly.
Exactly. Like we have to go out and go after it, right?
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so
It's
much for
nice
having
meeting
me.
you.
Nice to meet you.
My name's Nate.
Thank you.
I'm a student at NYU and I'm a multimedia artist.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Leah. I'm also from NYU Interior Arts and Media Art student. Yep.
My name is Carolina, and I'm a creative technologist at NYU.
My name's Kushi, and I'm a filmmaker and director, and I go to NYU as well.
And you're using the studio?
Yeah.
Yes.
Our film's called For Pixie. It's a AI short film in kind of a animated Pixar-y style. It's about a character named Zuck who struggles with social anxiety, and he makes his way through life by finding his own rhythm in dance.
Okay. He finds his own rhythm through.
Tripping and falling and having
okay.
to get up and
Yes.
find his own way through life and to navigate
Wonderful.
life in his own way.
Yes, it sounds inspiring.
Yes.
Yes. And tell me your part.
Like what we did in the film? Yeah. I'm the like main editor, so with all the generations that the team did, I put it together in the end to make the final product.
Artificial intelligence?
Yes, we used image generation and then after that we did image to video generation. So it was a lot of trial and error of getting the right visual feel and style. We also did a lot of music generation with AI that Nate can talk about. Thank you.
Yes, yes. I understand about the trial and errors. Most definitely. It's how we really bounce back and persevere, right?
For sure.
Yes. Yeah. So tell me, when do you premiere your debut? When is your debut?
Our debut is tonight at 7:15.
7:15?
We're screening before on the opening night. Yeah.
I'm Connie Jo Seacrest, and I have a short film in the festival called Echoes in the Dark.
And what inspired you?
So this is a psychological horror. It's about love. It's about grief. It's about depression. And I'm a big advocate for mental health. My grandfather died of depression. My dad died of depression. So it's a very, you know, close topic of mine. And what inspired me was just to show a different light of depression, show what people go through in their minds, so that people can really understand it better and hopefully sympathize with people better that are going through this kind of situation.
Connie, a lot of people would definitely agree and relate as well. Yes. Yes. When do you premiere?
We premiere on Sunday, March 16th at 11:45 a.m. at the Three Below Theater in San Jose.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I've heard so much about you.
Yes.
Yes, and all of your great work.
I used to work for Chivo TV doing the red carpet hosting, and it's kind of a serendipitous moment now because now I'm being interviewed. So
Absolutely.
it's really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. You're so beautiful.
Oh, you are too. Thank you. Thank you so much.
My name is Mark, and the film that I brought here is called Katsi. It's a homage to the 1982 film Koyaanisqatsi, and it's a 2-minute AI short film made originally for the MIT filmmaking hackathon. Yeah.
What inspired you to write this short?
Yeah, so I think we were really experimenting with AI and what's possible for it for this challenge. We found that AI is really has a hard time sort of emulating realism, so making images and video that look real. So we sort of leaned into the abstract, which is what we think it's really good at. So the film turned out to be like an abstract experimental sort of montage, and I think it turned out really well. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. When is your debut?
I think in like 30 minutes.
Oh, here? Oh, okay. Oh, yes, it's before for the film.
Yes, and then we're going to be speaking on a
Exciting.
panel, I think. Yeah.
Exciting. Congratulations. Is this your first time here at the California Theater?
It's the first time in the theater, first time to the festival, first time to San Jose. Yes.
Okay, so we have some things to talk about. Okay, tell me who you are and a little bit about your film.
My name's Chad McClarnon. We are here with a film called The Other People, a little horror movie inspired by creepy true events. We co-wrote the film together, and I directed it.
And it's his directorial debut.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And,
Trey McClarnon co-wrote and produced the movie.
okay, so tell me about your film.
So as I said, it's a horror film and it's inspired by true events. It sort of follows the story of this singular family who get in a new home. Weird things sort of start to happen to them, and they have to figure out what's going on before it's too late.
Before somebody dies.
People might die. Yes, it's a horror movie. It's upsetting.
Oh my gosh. I know my son is such a big fan of horror movies, and I'm forced to pay attention because he's getting into filming as well. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to watch your film.
Yes, you will.
Yeah, for you and for my son.
Absolutely. Bring your son.
Well, he's in the Navy.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be hard for him to come and watch it, I would think.
Yeah, he's in Florida.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Where are you from?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, very nice. And you?
Same. Yeah, we're brothers.
We're brothers.
So nice.
Mm-hmm.
I love when I see family together. My brother is here.
Oh, yeah? Where is he at?
Photographing somewhere. There, my brother's right there.
Hey, that's good. Amazing.
Well, thank you so much. Tell us when you were. Tell us about your premiere.
So it is the world premiere. It'll be here at the California Theater at 9:15 on March 22nd.
Congratulations.
Thank you so very much.
So exciting.
We'll have all
Such
the
an
people here.
honor.
Yeah. Lindy Greenwood will be here. Bryce Johnson will be here. Like it'll be a big to do. So make sure people come for that Q&A. Yeah.
So my name is Claire O'Connor, and I am the writer, director, and one of the two lead actors in the short film called Kind Mother. It is a 15-minute drama about a mother and a daughter who are estranged, but who reconnect at a silent retreat. And primarily a drama, but it has some magical realism elements, some kind of unusual things happen. No spoilers, but it's weird.
I know I was going to ask you about a spoiler. I was going to ask you, how did they connect at the retreat?
Well, it was fun. I think I mentioned I wrote it as well, and it was fun in the script to find clever ways for them to communicate without words. It ends up being kind of a revelation, the revealing of a secret on the part of the mother that sort of cracks open the pain that they've never really spoken about. And it's left on, I would say, a slightly hopeful note, but we're not quite sure. It's not wrapped up with a bow, but they're in a better place.
So there's a beautiful unfold within that 15 minutes.
Yeah.
How creative. That's a lot of work.
It was, yeah.
Just kind of having to cut and add, and I could only imagine.
Yeah, it was a lot of work, and it was also the editing itself, like you mentioned, cutting. For short films, the shorter the better, because they can, be programmed more easily at festivals. And so it was really tough because we had to cut some, things that I really liked. Not any entire scenes, but different moments. I think our rough cut was almost 20 minutes, so we really had to shave a lot off to get it to that 15-minute mark. But honestly, it's probably better now that it's shorter anyway.
Congratulations. And tell us when it premieres.
Yeah.
Where?
So it will be playing at 2:05 on Sunday. It screens right before a feature film called Bert, and it's at the Hammer Theater.
And
Hey,
Tennyson
thank you.
Cardwell Tennyson directed, and I produced. Moore and Maggie get callbacks to play themselves. Yes, that's the title.
My goodness. Okay. So how was it inspired?
You're going to tell how it was inspired.
Yeah, well, it's a true story of these two women, these amazing women who are trying to be and successfully being actresses in New York in their 60s, and it's about their whole backstory, what they've been through in their whole lives, and their multiple marriages and kids and tough childhoods, and yet it's very funny. They're funny, and they're really very engaging, and they just we followed them through their life, and from their childhood we revisited all the way up to their present and debut of their acting for one of them, who had an acting debut in New York, and the other one has done a lot of films with a lot of great directors. And so we just, it's really an inspiring story of these two women and what they've been through and how they keep on swinging.
Now that is really inspiring. I mean, especially me being at 55.
Yes.
Thinking, well, I think there's a lot of hope.
Well, you have your most strength. You've survived. There's so much, there's so much. But yeah, so and inspiration. Speaking of inspirational, Cinequest, I know they have the Thrive Award given by Kaiser, and they've given it to Moore and Maggie get callbacks to play themselves. So we're all excited. We're getting an award here at Cinequest, which we love, on Saturday.
What a great honor. Where are these two ladies?
They just landed.
They just landed from New York. We all came from New York. So Maura Campbell and Maggie Wagner, and they'll be here for the whole week and for both screenings and for some Q&As afterwards and stuff. But and they, and when we heard from the festival, when they really took to the film and said these two are so engaging, they're so warm and funny and inspiring, and that's how we found them. We're glad that they agreed.
Yeah, it's a nice friendship between the two. We just documented it.
Sounds wonderful. Well, we
Yeah,
look
my name
forward
is
to
Rehan.
watching your
So we are the organizers of the MIT AI Filmmaking Hackathon, and so we partner with Cinequest. Yeah, so that's why we are here as speakers.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
My name is Jia Jian. Yeah, I'm the committee chair of 2025 MITI Filmmaking Hackathon. Yeah, it's a great pleasure to have partnership with Cinequest. So tonight we're gonna showcase some of our winners' film, and we're also gonna have a panel discussion about the future of technology and filmmaking.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Tell me about the technology.
Yeah. So I think technology is having, from the historical point, it's always kind of revolutionized filmmaking, like from digital photography and visual effects, and right now it comes to AI. So more and more audience and public, they have these tools can easily help them to bring their idea to life. And yeah, for professionals, it's also can make your like a lot of process much faster. Yeah.
I like there's so much history in technology and it's forever evolving.
Yeah. That's right, correct. So I think it's a great time for us and for all the filmmakers to embrace the new opportunities to create new aesthetics and like storytellings.
And what do you think about ChatGPT?
Yeah, ChatGPT actually half of the participants in our hackathon use ChatGPT to generate the scripts together with humans. So they co-create the scripts, and it's very creative, I should say.
Very creative. I mean, it doesn't do all the work for you.
Once you have some ideas, you just prompt it in, and it will formulate into a full story. But if you have something that you are not very satisfied with, you can change a little bit, and it will generate again. So it's very helpful.
Yes, wonderful. Well, congratulations on your film as it evolved, and I look forward to watching it. We're gonna be
I'm Mark
at the
Tran. I'm a writer director of Mannequin.
Mannequin.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm executive producer and editor for Mannequin.
tell me how it was inspired.
It was inspired by the story is about a Vietnamese father whose wife is away for an extended amount of time away for a funeral, and they have an 8-month old infant who he's having challenges putting to sleep, and so with that he's doesn't get any sleep, and he begins to form an unsettling bond with the mannequin. And as a surrogate, almost. As a surrogate, yeah.
Very good. Interesting. Interesting. Is this based on a true story?
The lack of sleep, sure. Yeah. I think anyone who has been a parent would understand what that feels like.
Absolutely.
Sleep. Yeah. Yeah, and the inspiration came from that, and actually wanting to possibly bring in a mannequin to potentially babysit for my daughter.
Is the mannequin similar to a robot?
Uh, no, that's lifeless. There's no technology inside.
Yeah. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We have to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me when is the debut
It's screening on
The 15th,
on the-
the 20th, and the 23rd.
and location?
at the Three Below Theaters and also the California right here.
Hi, Bridget. My name is Ramon Menon. I made a movie called Virgin. It's playing in the Mindbenders block on March 16th at 9:45 p.m. It's a horror movie about the birth of Jesus Christ. And it's told completely in the Aramaic language of the time. And it's a pretty twisted tale.
Wow, I'm just a little stunned right now. It sounds very unique. A horror movie about the birth of Jesus Christ. Could you give us a little hint about that?
Sure. So it's basically the nativity story told as a haunted house movie. It's Mary and Joseph on the night of the birth of Jesus. They're being haunted by what could be the supernatural, what could be the devil, or is it Joseph's jealousy, or is it Mary's insecurities of whether she believes in faith or not. So it's a little bit of a head trip, but in the best way possible, all told as a haunted house movie.
Haunted house movie, please explain.
So the nativity story is a famous story. It takes place in the barn, and Jesus is born. And, Mary and Joseph were like taking shelter in the barn. What we decided to do is take that barn setting and make it the creepiest barn that you could see and possibly do a revisionist version of that story, and where they're being haunted, and somebody's trying to stop the birth of this child. Is it a man? Is it the devil? Or is it just a figment of their imagination? That's what you'll find out by watching this movie.
What inspired you to write this movie?
So when I grew up in India, half my family was Catholic, half my family was Hindu. So in our household, the religion topic was very vague. I was like, what religion are we?
But it's a beautiful combination.
Oh yeah, beautiful combination, but wreaks havoc on like who you're praying to. So in for that, I decided, like, it was always playing in the back of my mind. So I grew up with like Hindu mythology and Christian mythology. And I just did a movie that played here last year called My Scary Indian Wedding, which has some Hindu mythology in it. So I was like, now I gotta pay it forward to the Christian side.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. Again, could you tell us one more time when you will be premiering?
Yes. So we're going to be premiering on March 16th at 9:45 p.m. in the Mindbenders block at the Hammer Theater.
Beautiful.
Yes,
Thank
I'm
you so
Andrea
much.
Saliba, and this is Florence Robichon. And our film is Restoring Lost Hope. An artist uplifts a refugee camp. And it's the true inspirational story of this woman here, Florence Robichon, who basically stumbled upon a Syrian refugee camp on her travels.
Chills, I remember you. I just got the chills.
Yes.
Go ahead.
You remember meeting her? Yes.
Yes.
So yes, she worked as an interior architect in the Silicon Valley and helped decorate a lot of children's bedrooms. And then she just happened to be, after raising 6 children in Palo Alto, she just happened to be in Iraqi Kurdistan and stumbled upon this refugee camp. And she did not walk away, which is just amazing. And she spent an entire decade of her life volunteering her time for them.
You inspired me in the greatest way. When I heard your story, you were very inspiring.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So I wanted to help these children because they were so much under trauma after the war. And I think that art is an international language. So I was able to communicate with them through art. And their new environment was very sad. So I think that colors will bring happiness. And I asked them to sketch the memories of their life in Syria before being uprooted. And from there, I enlarged their sketches on the wall of their new homes. And I coached them to paint. And we made 60 murals. And that brings such a difference in the camp because they were much more integrated in the camp that way. It was their new way to live, and it was much better. But the teenagers were still very sad and needed help, and so that's why after 4 years, I decided to start a scholarship program to send them to university, and through education, they will have a better life. And
Beautiful. Well, bless you for all that you do, your compassion, your empathy, and your vision, using your creativity to help and to serve. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I know it's not over. It's probably just beginning. Yeah.
Yes, and not only did Florence work with the children to, basically create these 60 murals, but she also started a scholarship program to uplift. So far, we have 24 children's lives who have been completely uplifted out of poverty. These kids are living on $17 a month, and they were able to go to an incredible university. And it's just, you cannot believe how much gratitude they have to have a better future.
This is our first
So,
film
thank you
and
so
our
much.
first film premiere. So
How exciting. Tell me your names.
The film. Andrea Barb, and the documentary is Constant Fleeting.
Justin Francavilla.
Oh yeah, Constant Fleeting also.
Constant Fleeting also.
So I'm the director, producer, and editor, and he.
Cinematography and motion graphics.
Exciting. It's a very independent film, so it was a film that took about 15 years to do, shoot, film, edit. It's a visually poetic documentary. Oops. Do you want me to go? Okay. It's a visually poetic story about a decades-long estrangement between an ailing mother and her daughter, which finds unexpected revival through the birth of a grandson.
I apologize. Yeah. Yeah. Could you repeat that again one more time?
Yeah, of course. It's a visually poetic documentary that's about a decades-long estrangement about an ailing mother and her daughter, which finds unexpected revival through the birth of a grandson. It's very tender, end of life film. I call it a film because it was really, because it's a documentary, but it was really told in the editing. It was really kind of honed and yeah. It was.
Well, it sounds really exciting. Could you tell us when the debut will take place?
So it is, yes. So Constant Fleeting is on Sunday, March 16th at 3 Below at 2 o'clock.
Well, congratulations. It sounds so exciting. I mean, being your first time, I hope that you come back with more films as well.
Yeah, definitely. We're working on something about a citizen scientist butterfly.
Spoiberg. I'm the director and producer of our film, which is 1+1+1, Life, Love, Chaos.
Beautiful.
And this is Noémie, the main actress. Hi. Vas-y, présente-toi.
Hello, I'm Greg, the art director.
Production designer, art director.
And the soundman, Kim Nguyen.
Okay. So when are you premiering?
Our film is premiering on Thursday. It's our international premiere. We're starting our festival run. It's been in 2 festivals in Canada, and it's coming out in theaters April 11th in Canada.
Exciting. Is this your first time here?
Yes, it's our first time here. Great festival.
Wonderful. I know. We are family.
Yeah.
Yes. We really hope to see you again.
Oh,
yes,
we
please.
hope so.
Yeah,
Do some more films.
Yeah. More films. Yeah, yeah.
we will.
Continue. It's beautiful. Yes.
So we invite everybody. Our film is like, there's general, it's a portrait of a family, so anyone can come, kids, teens.
Yeah.
It speaks to everyone. It's a drama.
Thank you.
So you'll laugh and cry.
Thank you. We coming from China. Yeah, it's a far away.
I know it's so far. Tell me who you are. Come in a little bit closer.
My name is Hong Yin. I'm the director and the producer and the scriptwriter for this film called Moonlight Warrior. This is my general planning. This is my agent. Yes. Yeah.
And husband.
And husband too. Tell me about the film.
Yes. You can say or you can say. I can
Well,
say.
you say it. Come on.
Yeah. You say that one is very funny. Eh? Yes.
You can tell that they're married. Moonlight Warrior is a beautiful, beautiful film. It's based off of one of her novels that she wrote as well. And it's subtitled. It's her directorial debut. It's about a young boy, his unrequited love, and his need to be her protector from a bad situation.
Beautiful.
Adam just joke said that if young boy fall in love with gangster's wife, what happened? Or killed?
Were you a gangster?
Alas, no. No.
You were not a gangster?
No. I was
You don't look like a gangster, but you never know.
not gangster.
Oh my gosh, so wonderful. Tell me, when is the debut?
Debut?
Well, the debut has already been, in a sense. I mean, it's it was shown actually in Hollywood, but not like this. It was, she won a prize there, but it wasn't actually a showing. and it's been around for a bit now, but it's the first time in a thing like this in America.
America is the
Yes.
first premiere,
Yes.
but
So,
the other country just for the price,
An
get
extra.
the live price.
yeah.
Yeah.
So its American debut is here at Cinequest, and it's going to be the 13th and the 18th, and we're very excited for everyone's responses.
My film is an animation short titled Chasing Red Flags. It is about a female knight who has a savior complex to go and rescue princes that are trapped in castles guarded by their inner demons.
Ooh, I love it. So she's a female dame.
Yes, female Dane.
Yes, I love it. What is her name?
My name is Vibha Kulkarni.
What is the character's name?
Maya.
Malia. Lady Malia.
Maya.
Oh, Maya. Okay. It sounds really interesting. It sounds beautiful. I love I love films about royalty and knights, especially females.
Yes, it's an anti fairy tale. It's usually princes rescuing or knights rescuing princesses. It's quite the opposite of that.
It is. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Tell me when you premiere.
So I premiere on March 23rd at in the Shorts Block 10 at 9:15.
Thank you. Oh, AM. Okay, thank you so much. We look forward to
I'm
watching
Morgan
your
Benson, the
premiere.
producer of Birdsong.
Tell me a little bit about your film.
It's a psychological thriller about a girl who is stuck in time and trapped in this magical apartment that provides everything she needs but won't let her out.
Oh, this is really interesting. Tell me about the magic.
So, for example, she only has one of everything, like one teacup, one spoon. She'll turn around and there's a glass of wine there. And every morning her armoire creaks open, there's just one dress hanging.
It sounds lovely.
It's really kind of creepy and weird. And
It's creepy. It's not lovely.
yeah, but it's lovely because the apartment is so beautiful, but it's kind of feels like retro, like Hitchcock or like the yellow wallpaper. And she can't get out until she finds someone new to replace her. And so she has to kind of face this ethical question of choosing herself or her relationship.
So, what inspired you to write this film?
So my friend wrote it, and it was written from kind of a hard time in his life because it's the apartment can represent so many things because it's our antagonist, really, right? The ways we can isolate ourselves and trap ourselves from the outside world, and all that keeps us from that, and also time and love and how those things are hard to line up.
So, in some way, does it unfold into? Does it decode in some way?
Certainly, a wild woman shows up next door and kind of shatters into Bird's world and brings new life and energy into the apartment. And then Bird, our protagonist, has to kind of decide if she's gonna fall in love with her to get out or, stay trapped there forever.
I feel like I'm on the edge right now. Tell me when it premieres.
We're premiering Sunday here in this beautiful theater at 2:05.
What time was that?
2:05 p.m.
2:05. How exciting! We're gonna do our best to come
I'm
and watch.
Ying Lei. I'm from USC School of Cinematic Art, and we are this film we submitted is an AI film for MIT hackathon, and we incorporate the real production with the AI film, AI technology. So it's a new task to a film that to a field that we never explored before. So it's a new experience.
I think it's wonderful. I think AI brings it. It's almost like yin and yang. Still have to put some work into artificial intelligence, which is good. It kind of humanizes it as well. Did you enjoy using AI?
Not
Not
not very much, but we are experiencing like the new filmmaking, and we are using there's more visual effect, we can create it with AI technology. So it's a new field to explore, and it will make our film production more convenient.
Oh, nice. Nice. Is there any would you like to share your experiences?
Yeah, for this film, we are making only within 1 week, so it's like challenge for all of us. And I think we really did a good job. And we kind of struggle in the beginning, but we figure out a way to find our own aesthetic and filmmaking process.
Wonderful. 1 week. I'm really impressed. I cannot even imagine creating a film in 1 week.
And also, our film has won the MIT AI Filmmaking Best Creative Usage of AI. So,
Congratulations.
yeah.
So, please share when you premiere.
What is this? Sorry?
When do you premiere?
The premiere is
Debut?
at MIT Hackathon,
Oh, that's
the film festival, and this is the second time we are showing it. And yeah,
okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. Well, it's wonderful meeting you.
thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's my
Thank you
second
so
time.
much.
Last year I've been here as a writer,
Um,
the director and the writer and the producer of a short film. It's called Peace with Myself. It's a short film with combination of music, animation, and voiceover, which tell my story about sexual abuse that I've been through when I was 9 years old. And I'm here to encourage women to talk about it and to accept themselves. And I think it's a very important topic to talk about it.
yes. Yeah. It's absolutely commendable for you to create a purpose. Yes, and how amazing it is for you to create a film about your experiences. Very kind and compassionate of you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
And could you tell me?
Yeah. Hello. I'm her husband. Yeah. I supported with the movie. When I met her, she didn't talk about it, and I think only after 15 years she started talking about it, and then I realized who she was and what was the past, and help of overcome it together.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we're not defined by those type of experiences, but you can serve, absolutely serve, and help others as well. Yes, congratulations. And I really commend you for all that you have been through and what you're doing for the world now.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Tell us when your film premieres.
March 15, this Saturday, short program number 1, and at 11:55.
11:55.
I am
Okay,
Oriane
thank you so
Hermange.
much. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Where are you from?
I'm from France, from Paris.
Oh my goodness. Nice to meet you and welcome to Cinequest.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Tell me about your film.
So my film is a short film called "Should I Stay or Should I Go," and it is screening on the 19th of March. And it's about making choices according to one's judgment or others' judgment, and it's mainly, I mean, more generally about sports and women and how to break gender stereotypes. Yeah.
And what inspired you to write this film?
Well, my boyfriend is a huge fan of soccer, and we have lots of discussions about why don't we see more women in playing in soccer. And I wanted to make an inspirational movie. So yeah, as a younger, I didn't play much in soccer, so I wanted to show that you can do it even though there are so many voices telling you not to do it, and that
Yes.
applies to so many fields.
So many things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am such a huge fan of soccer.
Yeah.
Soccer's my only favorite sport.
Oh wow, great! And do you watch American soccer or European soccer too?
Well, European as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't actually have a favorite. I just I love the sport.
Yeah.
Yes.
And do you play soccer?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
When I was young.
Oh,
When-
okay.
yes.
Oh, that's inspiring. Yeah, I
And
know.
my son is huge, and he's been playing soccer his whole life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, in France, unfortunately, soccer, female football is not as common as here in the US. So there is a football field near where I live in a park, and I go there often because I started playing football last year, and I love it. And I always check if there are any girls, and there are never any girls. So my wish would be that 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 it would be different in a few years. I wish that I could see more girls playing.
Yes, you will see a lot here. The soccer players here are fierce.
Yeah.
They're very strong, fast, and they don't get hurt. They don't fall to the ground and cry.
Ah,
The girls are very
that's
strong.
interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's difference in Europe too. That we can
Yes.
see in the style of playing.
yes.
It's much less, I would say, aggressive. It's more tactical. I would say.
Yeah. Well, it was wonderful to meet you,
Same,
and
Bridget.
I'm loving to hear about this your film, and I look forward to watching it.
Thank
I'm
you.
Dante
You're
Marino,
welcome.
and this is
I'm Ross War.
Hi. Hi.
we're with Homewrecker. That's our feature film that we have here.
Oh, amazing. Yeah. We'll be staying for your feature film. Yeah. Could you give me a little hint about what we're going to experience?
Well, it's sort of a dark comedy, a bit of a thriller aspect to it. It's about a young woman that's trying to break up her mom and her stepdad, and part of it is her trying to use deepfake technology to frame the stepdad for cheating. So it's a funny movie, but it's a bit dark, and you know.
Funny's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
What inspired you to write this film?
You know, there's a lot of people that are like trying to get houses and feel like they can't, and there's just a lot of anxiety about being a homeowner and trying to get a leg up in the economy. And like, then another fear is AI and all the deepfake stuff. So I just kind of combined those two fears into this film to drive the plot forward.
Yes. Yeah. There's a beauty in the balance of AI and
Yeah. I mean, it's a great tool
analog.
that can-
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. We look forward to watching your film. I know that it will be starting very
Michael
soon.
Grand. And I'm Patrick Shannon.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, our film is called Saints and Warriors. Yeah, it's a story about Indigenous basketball up on the northwest coast of Canada near Alaska and the fight for sovereignty and how they both intertwine.
And really quick, what inspired you to write this film?
I'm the producer and Patrick's the director. And yeah, he inspired me to want to make it with him. Yeah, it's a feature-length documentary, and really it's following my local village basketball team, which are like the Chicago Bulls of the 90s, but for Indigenous basketball. And so we're following the tail end of their dynasty at the same time that our fight for sovereignty and our land back from the Canadian government all comes to a head. Yeah.
Sounds beautiful. Yeah. Tell me when you premiere.
We premiere tomorrow, 5 p.m. Is that? Yep.
Location?
3 Below.
Three Below. Well, congratulations, and we hope to see you again. with
My
more
name is,
films.
should I hold it? No.
it's okay.
My name is Tonya. And I was a part of the Cinequest trailer, actually. So I was an assistant director there and also an actress.
Oh, nice. Well, tell me about the film.
It's not a film, it's the trailer that we all gonna see before each movie.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you. And so, is there any other information that you would like to share?
Well, it's my first time here, and I hope to enjoy the festival. And I really love how it looks like.
Beautiful, isn't it? Where are you from?
I live in Belmont here, but originally I come from Russia.
Oh, I love your
Janae
accent.
of Janae and Slade Luxury Brand. I'm here today with Comcast TV and
TV to do interviews as well. But I wanted to come down and say hello.
Hi.
And this is Slade of Janae and Slade and Justin.
Hi. My son Justin.
Hi. Hi. Nice to meet you. Look at you.
Thank
It's
you.
so creative.
I like your earrings. I love feathers.
Thank you.
As you can tell, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, interesting.
So, what is the name of your show in Comcast?
Comcast, it's California Scenes, Channel 15.
Okay.
And
Good to know.
we're also with Create TV in San Jose.
Nice. How often do you air?
Oh, every Tuesday.
That's Tuesday. Okay, good to know.
My
We'll
name
have
is
to
Kennedy.
check you
This
out.
is Kevin and Linda. We're representing Santa Cruz Voice Radio out of Santa Cruz, a podcast that everyone can tune into and follow. We have a few new shows coming up in a separate company called Farside Ranch Studios. We're featuring a murder mystery podcast as our flagship.
Murder mystery on
That's
the
absolutely
podcast.
right.
I love
This-
that.
Kevin and Linda Legnon. Linda's a part of Los Altos, or pardon me, Los Altos Hills, and the newspaper you write for.
No, I'm at Embarcadero Media.
Embarcadero Media, excuse me.
So are you bringing back the original sound effects and
Certainly. Well, as a Foley aspect in the old time radio.
Yes.
It's certainly up there for discussion, but more importantly, we're trying to build interest in the mystery of the Silicon Valley.
Okay. Yeah, but if you can explore that.
Sure, yeah.
With a little ASMR.
Soft footsteps, right?
Yes.
Very soft, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and lasting too long so that people can enjoy them, right?
Yes. Exactly. It sounds amazing. Yes.
Check out Farside Ranch Studios.
Farside Ranch.
It's coming to Apple Music and Spotify very soon. On top of that, Santa Cruz Voice. Everything's going to be very cool coming up.
Beautiful and wonderful, beautiful voice as well.
Thank you.
Yes.